Hey, so some things that I'm going to talk about are little instances that are red flags for churches and pastors you should possibly avoid entirely and at least just be very wary of. The first one is just ignorance of the Bible, for example. Um, all a bit my fault. I called someone an effing idiot on the highway because I was merging out of a lane and he saw me signal. But instead of doing anything rational, he decided to accelerate. And so he almost hit me and I had to pull out. And then I honked at him for 5 seconds or something. And then I pulled up to him and he pulled a gun on me and my wife. And so I called the cops on him. And then the 911 people are not smart. And so I said it was a light blue car and they thought it was a dark blue car. So he got way away. But basically, I told my pastor that we called the cops, and he said the Bible says that Christians shouldn't call the police, which kind of explains a lot of stuff that goes on with his ministry. And obviously, this is a big misunderstanding of the whole thing where Jesus says, settle your disputes one with another unless you go to court and are brought before the torturers. And then the other part, Jesus said, or Paul says, if you're going to judge the angels, can't you settle disputes between one another? Right? And so just basic misuse that shows a level of ignorance. That's bad. The other thing is that if you actually understand the Bible more than a pastor or someone in church leadership, and they try to play as if they're giving you advice, like they talk down to you because they are trying to convince themselves that they know more and they have authority over you. That's abuse of authority completely. Like any good pastor should try to preach themselves out of a position. You should be overjoyed if someone understands the Bible better than you do. Last but not least is when churches are disorganized, or on the other hand, they're very stratified. Like if you have a church where the only one who goes up to talk is the pastor, right? Or if you have a church where basically anyone can just shout something out. Because you want there to be structure, because structure is really good, but you don't want it to be liable to be abused, right? Anyway, I hope this helps.